He was certainly one of the great figures in the field of Mexican-American studies.
Dr. Arnoldo De Leon was born in Robstown, Texas, near Corpus Christi. He joined the Air Force in 1963 and was stationed at Goodfellow Air Force Base, then attended Angelo State University and graduated with a degree in history. After receiving his master's and PhD from TCU in the 1970s, he returned to San Angelo to teach at ASU. It was during this time that De Leon knew he wanted to contribute to the Chicano movement happening across the United States in the 70s.
I wanted to contribute to it, and I said, well, how can I do this? And I thought I would do that through my scholarship. So I started writing immediately after 1974.
De Leon taught at ASU for 42 years. During that time, he wrote 21 books along with articles and book reviews, making some of the most significant contributions to the field of Mexican-American studies.
But he was actually one of the originators of the field of Mexican-American studies. You know, he worked tirelessly over his career, and so he was part of that cohort that in the 1970s created the field, the study of Mexican-Americans.
Dr. John Klingeman is the dean of ASU's College of Arts and Humanities and taught in the ASU History Department with Dr. De Leon.
His contributions will continue. You know, the scholarship that he left influenced so many people across the United States. If you think about it, you know, his books were standard reading for students in graduate programs, undergraduate programs across the United States.
My dissertation was called, it came to be called, they call them greasers. That book is still used 40 years later, it's still used in classrooms. I still get royalties from that book. I mean, usually you don't get royalties from a book after about 2 years because of all the books have been sold.
De Leon still lives in San Angelo and continues to write to this day, contributing to the field of studies he helped create more than 40 years ago, and he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Once you're a scholar, you're never going to quit being a scholar, and so I imagine that Arnoldo is probably right now doing research and waking up at 4 in the morning and writing a page a day so that he can work on his next great publication.
A page a day is a book a year. Well, as you can tell on my desk, I'm working on a book. It is a history of Mexican Americans in West Texas.
You are planning to continue to write for as long as you can?
As long as I can.
Amanda Lozano, KLST News.